His death is both sad and troubling. I'm Adrian Gobriel. This week on City News, we told you about the passing of a Toronto police constable, Constable Michael Thompson, a drug squad officer who died of a fentanyl overdose. Now tonight, it's still a mystery how he obtained the fentanyl. We also don't know if he had any history of drug use or drug addiction. One thing we can tell you tonight is Toronto police are looking at revamping the services in place for their officers should they suffer from PTSD, workplace stress, or drug addiction.
We have a number of high-risk units here at the service. It's not just members of our drug squad. I think of the members of our emergency task force, members of our child exploitation unit. We really ask those officers to go above and beyond the call of duty when it comes to some of the responsibilities that are placed on them in the investigations that they conduct. Because at the end of the day, as a service, we need to be providing the best possible wellness support for our members, particularly those who are under some really significant pressures when it comes to high demand jobs. Is that enough? Is there something else that we could be doing?
That's something you guys are looking at.
Yes, absolutely.
Currently, officers with the drug squad, homicide, human trafficking, child exploitation, as well as a handful of other Toronto police departments receive mandatory annual wellness visits. Though Toronto lawyer Selwyn Peters, who has represented Toronto police officers who he claims were addicted to drugs or were suffering from PTSD and stress from their jobs, expressed little to no outlets or support from the Toronto Police Services.
Toronto Police say that they have screening. We don't know how effective that screening is. We haven't seen any audits of the screening that takes place. We've had situations in the past where officers have had addictions, and instead of trying to steer the officers towards resources that can assist them, what Toronto Police Internal Affairs did is launch criminal investigations and lay criminal charges.
Now, City News reached out to the Toronto Police Union today for a reality check from the rank and file. They declined a request for an interview. Now, one of many things which I can tell you is currently on the table as Toronto Police look at revamping the mechanisms they have in place is random drug testing for all officers, something, as of tonight, which doesn't exist.